Hey, I'm John Anzalone, and Chris, where are you today?
John, I'm standing here in one of the hallways at the Elkhorn Area Middle School. We wanted to showcase the Elkhorn Area Middle School Pavilion that the board approved in April 2021 and is being funded by the generous donation from the Sugar Creek Lutheran Church and congregation. Thank you, Pastor Dick and everybody. We wanted to showcase that, but the weather, the lighting, and the wind was not conducive. So we're on a sawhorse here at the Elkhorn Area Middle School with two great-looking guys. We got John Miller and Carl Bjorgi. They are construction managers for the Elkhorn Youth Build. So we want to talk a little bit about, this is really, John, as you know, I think you're a member of the Sugar Creek Lutheran Church, correct?
I am.
Okay, so this has really turned into a community-based project. And we have great experts here. Carl's a tech ed teacher at the high school, also worked for Stebnitz Builders. John, we need another hour for your resume, but we'll highlight project manager at Walworth County, and let's highlight your service as a 15 years as a CB. So we have great experience here with kids, training, and teachers. So let's highlight, we're just going to be conversational here with Carl and John. So who's been involved in...
Before that,
go ahead.
Help me. Let's back this up a little bit.
Go ahead, John.
So this started, you talked about Sugar Creek Church and a generous donation. And then that was what breathed life in this pavilion project that you're doing outside of the middle school?
Yeah, and it also started back where the middle school, Ryan McBurney, Katie James, they went to the school board and said, hey, you know, here we are on the heels of COVID. We're looking for more outdoor spaces.
Okay.
And they brought in an expert, and they put together this vision for the outdoor property so kids could not see the classroom as the only learning space. So they built one building. Thank you to Wausau Homes and Adams Power for building a space already that's existing. And this was one of the additions to it. And then Katie, in her great network and great connections and passion around this project, reached out, happened to talk to Sugar Creek Lutheran Church as a list of projects she wanted to accomplish. And they stepped right in because they really were valuing the youth build experience.
Okay, and then here goes Youth Build, Carl, John, and the crew, and off we go. Thanks for clearing that up for me.
Okay, yeah, so John, you got the mic right now. So let's talk about this project. We got the money, we got the permits. Who's been involved? Let's go back to before we even broke ground. Who's been involved in this project?
And Warren Hansen from Ferris Hansen did the design for the building.
Okay, yep, Warren Hansen.
Then we had Kurt Construction to do our concrete and excavation work.
Okay, yep, they're out of Union Grove. Amanda Kurt, thank you. We also had Mike Dumas from Dumas Builders.
Right.
He worked on kind of like what did he do with the kids?
He's been kind of advisor. He builds custom homes, so he used his experience to help teach these kids how to estimate, how to look at the plans and determine what it is we're going to build.
Yeah, so
where to resource materials from.
Yeah, so super cool. Mike Dumas, so these kids, going back to spring, really got us a background on how to put together material lists, send out bids, get them confirmed, start to design a Gantt chart on what the project looks like, work on permitting, you know, that journey that we had. So really cool background. And then all of a sudden we got our permits. Here we go. We got the architect's design. Now we're going to break ground. Amanda Kurt from Kurt Construction out of Union Grove. They're a member of Lakeland Builders Association, and Lakeland Builders Association got behind this and really pushed in. Mike Dumas, Amanda Kurt, and Kurt Concrete got really behind this. So now if you look, now drive by, take a moment. We have right now, what do we have right now? So she got involved. She basically excavated and formed up and poured the concrete, correct?
Right. She advises students on how to set up the forms, put in all the rebar.
So what did the kids do on this project so far with regards to Amanda's role as a contractor?
So with Amanda's role, she came out and kind of talked to the kids about what needed to get done. They came out, she helped set the first form, and then our kids basically ran with it from there, did the whole outside perimeter for our concrete form. Then we came back in and we did all of our rebars. We had to do a couple lowers, one up, and then we had to put all of our chairs and matting down on the top. So the kids did all of that. They helped string everything out to make sure that we were level, that we were flat across the surface. We had some things we had to correct because of that, but they jumped into it and the corrections that we need to get done so that we could have our ultimate concrete slab here to start our foundation.
And
How did
there's a
they
lot
like
of concrete.
work? How did they like concrete work?
How many?
50 yards.
50 yards of concrete we poured.
And
They
the
poured.
kids said this was easy, or
They respected the work, but none of them were dying to go into it.
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah. So
That's good to
They
know.
enjoyed
That's
it
good to
on a
know.
short-term basis.
Yeah.
So, okay, so now concrete's poured, swing over, take a look. You can see this it's between the middle school and the fairgrounds on the west side and kind of the north
footprint,
side. So you can
Chris?
see,
How big is this?
Yeah.
What's the footprint? How big is
yeah,
it?
what is the footprint, John?
It's 30 by 56 under the roof. The enclosed section is 40 by 30.
Yeah. So did you hear that? So yeah, we got an outdoor pad that had with a overhang of cantilevers over, and then we also have obviously an indoor space. It's going to have, so then we move forward. Now we're starting to frame up walls. Okay. So the kids, the CCA's on a year-round school, so they're on a 2-week break. And when they get back, they're going to finish up framing the walls. So we got our lumber delivered. That package is here. Then we're leading on some additional contractors to talk about who's involved there.
The next one to come in will be Stebnet's Builders. Because of insurance, we can't have the kids up that high. So they're going to come in and frame the entire roof in. We're getting the trusses donated by Accurate Roofing Systems or Accurate Housing.
Accurate housing systems. Yeah. Out of East Troy.
East Troy.
Max, I think it's Siebert or Sherbert. Yeah. He's up at East Troy. They donated free of charge all the trusses.
The partnerships involved in this are amazing. I mean, from start of the donation and everything else, like this is incredible.
Yeah, well, we're going to keep going here because
Our students also had the opportunity to go out to Accurate Housing and see how trusses are built so they can get that side of it as well. So it's not just showed up on a truck one day. They understand the whole process behind that construction as well.
Yeah, well, give me a call, Carl, because in my younger years, I worked building trusses for about 3 years. So let me know if you need a hand.
Yeah, we'll be out here.
Bring your tools.
bring your tool belt. So, okay, so
Well, if it's below 50 or above 90, I'm not in. So
okay,
let me
yep.
know.
That makes sense. So we have, okay, Accurate Housing. So we have Stebnitz Builders going to frame it. Shout out to Chris and Ryan Hibble, Chris Stebnitz and Ryan Hibble. Then trusses are delivered. Now roofing. Who's doing the roofing?
Matt Carrick from Elkhorn Roofing is going to come out and take care of the roof.
Another local company, John. Okay, so go ahead.
They keep coming. Keep coming.
Keep coming. We're not done yet. So then they're going to come out and help. This is going to have overhead doors, right?
Right. There's 3 overhead glass doors with aluminum framing.
Okay, and those are coming from
Lakes Area Garage Door.
Lakes Area Garage Door.
Another one.
Shout out to Wayne from Lakes Area Garage Door. Okay,
Wayne's a good guy.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And then we're gonna do the siding, right?
Correct.
Siding, fascia, soffit, correct or no? Yep. Okay, so now we get that thing enclosed, but we want to have power in here because we got lighting. Who's doing the power?
Adams Power.
Adams Power, Jesse Adams and crew coming over to work with us to do the power. And we also got some consultation from our local electric company. Who was involved in that? BZ Kaiser. How about that,
Is there
John?
anybody you didn't touch through this?
Not yet.
Well,
Okay,
we
I have
also
a question,
had,
though.
Our JT Landscape X came out because we had to dig a hole in the ground to check out our soil composition with our students. He let the kids play around on a little excavation type tool to dig a hole. And then he's actually talked about coming out and talking to our kids about what kind of plants we can put around it for like the finished landscape and making it easy for maintenance, but still looking nice and going with the plan. So there's another company that's Rolando Sanchez, right? Former Elkhorn grad working in Elkhorn.
Question. You ready for my question?
Yeah, we're dying.
Is there heat? Is there going to be heat in this?
No,
Okay.
not at this point.
Not at this point.
But there's the ability to add it later if we want to.
Okay. Good to know.
So,
Good to know.
Yeah, so part of our conversation here has been, what we've talked about is not only what's its purpose, like why are we building this, but also where, what's its potential. John, you and I, we are out and about a lot, connecting with people, bringing them and connecting with our schools. So it feels like a community school or employers and economic development, 2-year, 4-year, we're always busy, right?
Yes.
And I think one of the things that I'm really curious about is its potential. Like I even think about, we got Randy's Run coming up for Wolfie, and I'm thinking, what a great staging area for that.
Mm-hmm.
Or, can we rent this out for, for whatever, an event, and can we power this up where it's really user friendly and everybody can get access to it.
Yeah, no, keep going. I love it.
So yeah, so we're our estimated, our goal is to have this thing enclosed by end of November. Yeah, Thanksgiving-ish. So if we got to do anything in the inside, that's the goal. But guess what, John?
What?
The youth build, we're not done.
You're not
You know
done.
you know what else we got going on?
What's next?
Let's hear about it.
Well, we have a house lined up in Hell Lake for a Habitat for Humanity build. We got a site out there ready to go. We took a trip out there the other day when we were kind of in a project standstill, and we showed our kids what we're doing. Batterman was out there had some things staked out.
They also surveyed. We forgot Batterman. I apologize.
Batterman.
Yep.
Yeah. So, our kids are just on the move every day, trying to get as much experience, and they're either, adding things to their potential career list, or they're checking things off the list, or they're exploring things that they had no idea even existed.
Yeah. Yeah. So Carl and John, you're kind of the boots on the ground with the kids. What's this like being involved in educating and teaching kids, kind of in the outdoor arena, right? You're in the field, doing that thing. And what's that like?
It's really cool. The thing that's exciting about this is we actually had a day where we had a middle school class and Mr. Zwiefel came out, and some of those kids made the point, so this piece, they helped us build some headers for our doors. And they said, I'll be able to come out here and look up and see that I helped build this. And it's yeah, that's exactly the cool thing about these projects is they're in the community. They're here to stay. We've done projects in the past where we made some baseball dugouts for Sunset Park. And I had a student who said, I'm probably going to live in Elkhorn. My kids are probably going to use these baseball dugouts. So not only are these kids learning stuff, they're connecting to the community. And now they're talking about looking at the longevity of their projects and how it's going to impact the future generations to come. And that's kind of a cool thing to me is that, it's not just about them and what they're learning. They're looking at the impact beyond themselves.
John, what are your thoughts on the experience? You got background in training junior CBs. So this isn't your first rodeo.
Yeah, I worked with the Navy Sea Cadet Corps for a long time, working with younger kids, but this is kind of my first official teaching route. So I'm learning from Carl along with teaching students. It's been very rewarding.
Yeah.
It's fun.
I think it's really cool because, the three of us are, we are ourselves and then our team at the CCA, and we got kids from the high school and CCA who are all on in this youth build project. And again, let's give a shout out to Dr. Demarath, Kelly Demarath, and Katie James, because they wrote a federal grant for $825,000 that offsets all the salaries, the opportunities. It pays the kids an hourly rate. Our kids walk out. You ready for this, John?
Go.
Our kids walk out with an NCCR certification. That's a nationally recognized construction certification. CPR and AED trained. They get an employability skills certificate, OSHA 10. What else? I think that's all of them, isn't it?
Yeah, they get a tool belt with your basic tools. Like I said, like Chris had said, they get paid throughout the project. They get Gateway Technical College transcripted credits.
Yeah, and these things, these relationships and these opportunities, I'd be hard pressed to find another high school in the area that has this type of opportunity for kids. And here's the other cool part. It's all kids.
Yeah.
It's kids that are involved, that want to go into the building trades. It's kids that are exploring, because we offset this with also career development, and they have a year of follow-up to make sure that they're also employed. So we do career coaching throughout. So that grant supports those opportunities and offsets those employee costs. So as you're looking at, yesterday at the board meeting, they just kind of finalized the budget. There's a significant amount of positions and opportunities that through creative financing and really talented people are being paid through by grants, federal, state, and local grants.
Yeah, it's amazing when you guys talk. all the people that this has touched, students and adults and agencies and businesses, and all coming together. And I think what a great opportunity for kids to get an experience talking to adults, talking to contractors, talking to people that own these businesses and working with them side by side. Like those alone are skills that sometimes are neglected until we become adults, right?
Yeah, and our kids have done employer visits. What we said, Accurate Housing Systems, Stebnitz, R&L Springs, Wisconsin Oven. We've done Precision Plus, Palmer Hamilton, Adams Power. We got one coming up for Integra. We work with UW Extension on the Rent Smart, so the kids get a certificate there and a discount. You think about the Habitat for Humanity project that involved the Walworth County CHIPS team, which is the county health improvement plan, I think it's called. They were involved. Brian Shuck from Shuck Law Office is down. Bloomfield Township. Michael Cotter from the county. Derek Dioria from Waseda. I mean, keep going, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's pretty impressive.
and the willingness to be involved from all these companies and contractors and owners in the Elkhorn area and beyond that are like, hey, I want to be part of that, and I something's calling them to say, let me jump in, let me help, let me help teach kids and be a part of this. I think that speaks to the program.
Yeah, it really does.
Well, we're getting to be that time here where we're getting close to the end.
I got a good closing. Can I? All
right. Well, let's go.
Are you okay?
Oh yeah, go.
Yeah. Okay. So fall is kind of the we got out of summer. I don't know. Everybody kind of gets excited about putting a sweatshirt on. You kind of look forward to things. Like I love Thanksgiving. Some people like Halloween, right? We're getting in that time of year. Some people travel at those times. It's family. It's bringing us. I'm going to ask these guys. What are they most excited? What are they looking forward to in the Youth Build program? Like, what are you most excited about that's coming?
Well, I'm excited just about the experiences our kids are getting, and then having them. We have mock interviews coming up where we're trying to bring in some of our local partners to talk to the kids and just give the kids that great experience. And they're like setting themselves up without even realizing that they're doing that. They're going to be meeting with our potential employers who in theory could offer them jobs right now. We have the guy who was helping with our concrete, Mr. Cervante, he said, I'd hire some of these kids tomorrow. Like that's the cool thing to me is that that we have kids who are showing skills. They're finalizing kind of all of those skills on paper so they can see what they've actually done. And then they're going to be pushing those out to those local businesses who are excited to verify, yeah, you did some cool stuff, and now we want to hire you with a very generous wage because you have those skills coming in.
Wow.
Anything to add?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to, after coming back from the break, to see all the little skills that we've been trying to impart over the last week.
Oh, yeah.
To kind of sit back and watch them continue to build and see if they can put all those skills together.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to not answering this question anymore, John.
Okay, go ahead.
Do high schools still teach the trades? These guys are doing it, John.
There it is. They're doing it. They should be super proud. All you guys should be super proud of what you're doing and the connections you made in relationships. And I look forward to watching that building go up.
It's going.
It's going.
All right.
It's going. I think all of us lost a little hair and got a little more gray from the first part, but now it's go time. Now these guys.
Proof that you can live without hair. It'll be okay.
Oh, thank you. All right.
All right. Well, on that note, thank you guys, and off we go here.